there friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are outside. Scott is moving some of this stuff for me so I can get the new plants that I got at the Home Depot in the ground. If you've been here for a while, you know that I am planting this driveway garden with all new plants, and this backside is the latest project. So I want him to come in and move that, and move that so that I can get in here and clean this back part out and get some of the new hostas in the ground while it is still halfway decent weather here in Wisconsin. We moved that tub and look at what we found. It's a little baby salamander. Look at him. Isn't he so sweet? Hi, buddy. Scott picked him up for me so I could show you guys what he looks like. Look at that. Little tiny guy. Look at that, you guys. Ah! He is taking the last big thing out of here. Oh, it opened up this space so much. Look at all that room I have now to plant plants. Let's get to it. Some of the new hostas that I got for that spot. This one is called Blue Angel. It is part sun, hardiness -40, and it can get up to 30 inches tall to 30 inches wide. You guys, this thing is gonna get huge, and I am so excited. I got 2 of them, and they were $9.98, and I got them for 50% off. So they were like $4.50. And then I got Dream Queen. Look at the leaf. Isn't it so pretty? I love the variegation on that. And this is also part sun, -40, and it can get 36 to 36 tall and wide. So this is another one that will need a lot of room. Then I stepped it up and I got, I think these are gallon pots, and they were $16.98. So I got them for 50% off, and they're proven winner. And this is the Shadowland Diamond Lake. And it is hardy zone 3 through 9, and it's a medium, so it's 17 inches, 43 wide. So it's a pretty good size hosta. Then the next one I got is also a proven winner. Look at that variegation. Oh my gosh, isn't it so pretty? It's like yellow. Oh, I love it. And this one is called the Shadowland Suducer. And it is hardy zones 3 through 9, and it gets 36 inches tall and wide. So this is gonna be a good size hosta too. So let's get some of these in the ground before I run out of daylight and it gets dark. My Blue Angel is going to take up the most space. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to line them like this in the back, so that they can have room to spread and grow. And then I can also put 2 smaller ones, one here and one here. Because the Blue Angel has a solid green leaf, I am going to put my Suducer in between the 3, because I think it's going to be such a pretty color contrast, and it will make the rest of the hostas and the ferns that I already have in here, it'll help them pop a little bit. For the sake of daylight. Let's get these 5 in and see how we're doing on time. And then maybe we can plant some more. Oh, this ground is so dry. I'm gonna have to get the hose out here and water them right away. You know, there hasn't been anything planted here, or this, you know, land hasn't really been used for anything. So for me digging in it and putting plants in here will hopefully rejuvenate it and give it a new purpose, instead of it just, you know, being a place to just dump stuff. All right. I thought I would run into some tree roots, but I haven't. And I have two or three trees right around me. Oh, this sucker is in here. It is root bound. Wow. There we go. Look at these roots. Oh, look at that. That's a nice healthy plant. Oh, I forgot my fertilizer too, so I'll have to grab that when I run up to get the hose to give them a drink. I'll fertilize them in too. So I am just gonna keep going along and planting these, and then I'll bring you back at the end. Hey there. Well, it's the next day. As you guys could see, I ran out of daylight, so I just got in those 5 hostas, and there are a few more that I have that I want to get into the ground, so I thought I would come out at nap time and see how much I can get done. So let me spin you around and I will show you what I got done and what I want to finish. Yesterday we cleaned out this area. Scott helped me. And then I came in and I planted these 5 hosta. I have a Suducer here and a Suducer there. And these 3 here are Blue Angel. The Blue Angel are going to be a pretty substantial sized hosta. So I put the Suducer, and they have like a solid leaf. So I thought, because of their size and their leaf variegation, that the Suducer would play off of that and give it just a little bit more texture. So I have this area here that I would like to get planted up with some hostas. And then I have this area here in front that I think I would like to fill maybe with a hosta, or I have some corabels that I could maybe use as filler, but I have a lot scattered in here, so I think that might be too much. I don't know. Let's place them and see. Well, I put them there, and I don't think I like it. I think it's too much green. So what I'm gonna do is, I have these corabels that have just a little bit of color on them, and they are Indian Summer, part sun. There, sorry about that. I have 3 of them, so I thought we could put them like in there. I had to play around with it a little bit because I wanted some color in here. So I put the corabel 1, 2, 3, And then I got some of this. I love the color. It's starting to go dormant. This won't be the color, but it is called leadwort, and I'm not even gonna try to say that name. But it gets these really pretty blue flowers. So I got 2 of them, and then I put the other one right there. So I thought it would give it some like contrast, and I left a little space open right here that I could get like a smaller, more compact hosta. And then I got some more ligularia, I think that's how you pronounce it, ragweed. I got 2, and I popped them in there because I have one right there, which you can hardly see. But if you spin over here, you can see how it ties into my, I think that's Palace Purple Corabelle. And it just is gonna kind of carry your eye in, and then it will be open to all the green and some of the color from the sunflowers here, these sun-loving flowers, and it'll kind of just mesh into like the shade garden part. So I think I like that placement pretty well. So let's get these in the ground. I wanted to show you the root system on this. It is, can you see all the tiny little fibers and then the bigger roots? I am just gonna take the bottom of this and I'm just gonna break it up a little bit so that those roots will go from this to this, and they will like spread out when they go for water. So spreading them out like that will just help the roots get a little bit more established before like a hard frost or the winter months come. Breaking up those roots like that to like have them spread, they're not growing around the plant, and then the plant, the plant will suffer because the roots won't go out, and it will like not grow as strong as a plant that you want. So I always just break up the root ball when I see it look like that, and in my mind it just gives the plant a fighting chance of survival. One of the things that I have learned with heuchera or corabelles is that you have to plant them deep, like up to this part of the plant. You want the dirt to cover this whole area up to here, because they do what's called heaving. And in the winter months when the ground freezes, it freezes around that root ball. So in the spring, when it thaws, the earth shifts and it pops the heuchera up out of the ground, and the roots sometimes can be exposed, and then it could kill your plant. So I just always plant it super deep, and if it heaves, then I come in the spring. I keep an eye on it, and then in the spring, if it heaves, I just dig it up, make the hole a little bit deeper, and then I replant it. But yeah, you want it in there nice and deep. So I got my hole dug, and I'm going to put the corabelle in, and you can judge like where the top of the stem goes with the level of the ground. My hole is a little bit too deep, so I'm just gonna backfill it a little bit with some of the dirt that I dug out. There we go. And then all you need to do is just, oh my gosh, you guys, my soil is so dry. Make sure that it is good and covered. You push it down a little bit just to give it some stability. Make sure she's in there nice and tight. Oh, these weeds are crazy. There you go. Nice. So I got all of the plants in the ground that I wanted to do this afternoon. So I will spin you around and show you what we did. Last night I got in the Blue Angel hosta and the Suducer, and I planted those in. Then I did the Indian Summer Gojiberry corabels and the plumbago leadwort, and I also put in some ligularia or ragweed in for some color. And this part of the driveway garden should look spectacular come springtime. I think I have a good balance of color and texture, and I'm hoping where I placed everyone, they like it. If they don't like it, I will move them to a better spot. But for now, I think it looks really good. Well, that's it for today, you guys. I have to go in and check on the babies and get some lunch. But I wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me today as I get some more plants planted in the driveway garden. Thank you for supporting me and watching my movies and commenting. You guys don't know how much it means to me. I appreciate all of you, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, friends.